Coach Joe Lombardi. To your left, Senior Colo Diaz, and to your right, Senior Dante Lombardi. Coach, opening statement.
First of all, I want to congratulate Mercyhurst and Coach Manchell for a wonderful job that they've done. They've really responded well after losing last Saturday. Had to be the only program in the country that have to run back play it again, run back the conference championship, and play the same two teams the following weekend. So. Don't know if we can do something about that in the future, but that's for another discussion. I guess I got the platform. I'll talk about it now. I just think when you have 6, 7, 8, 5 seeds, you ought to try to set them up so that you don't keep playing the same people from your own league. Okay, 4 times in the NCAA tournament. So, but this is we're disappointed, but we're not disappointed because. I want to say we're more disappointed due to I think this team has ended somewhat of a love affair. These guys with the with the university, with the institution, with the relationships that they have with their teammates. That's always the hardest time. Okay, 16 teams lost today, 32 yesterday, so 48 teams. If you're a coach and you really care about your players and you do love them and there's love on the team together, okay, it's a tremendous blessing. And for that to end and not to know that you'll never have those moments again, okay, you have a lot of relationships individually that'll continue to carry on, but you won't have that connection. So. That's probably our biggest disappointment. There's nothing for me to be disappointed in this team with after winning 30 games and a regular season championship and a conference championship. They've taken me and we've taken each other, I think, on a wonderful ride throughout the last 7 months.
Any questions?
Coach, how would you characterize the way you guys played today? Would you say this was your biggest game of the year, and you probably played one of your worst games of the year?
How many big games are you allowed to have during the course of the year, Tony? Okay,
handful.
I mean, it's been our biggest. Every team that we played's been our biggest game of the year. When you start off the season ranked as high as we did, and you finish number 2 in the country, okay, these guys earned it. We ended up with more wins in the regional. When they went to see what the record was against a regional, we were 7-1 against the teams in the field. Okay, so that I can't imagine anyone's ever done more than that. Okay, and that's from we beat the best team in the CIAA. We beat one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the Mountain East, and then. So, every night we went out there, being ranked 2nd in the country was a big game. It was a big game for us because it was a big game for everybody else. Sometimes these guys did a wonderful job of matching that, finding that adrenaline, finding that oxygen, okay, to match the other team, because the other team, just like Mercyhurst, had their passion came naturally to want to beat us tonight. Okay, we've had the good fortune of being on top of the league for a lot of years. We've had the good fortune of beating them in the PSAC tournament. Okay, they had a lot of they had a lot of natural adrenaline, and so no, we didn't. I don't know if we played one of our worst games. I think a lot of the credit goes to Mercyhurst. I think they're a terrific defensive team. I mean, they held a Fairmont team that was scored 90 on an average night, probably in the Mountain East Conference, and would they hold them to last night 60 in regulation? So, that speaks to how good defensively they are. So it's not like we played bad. They did a good job. I like to give them credit for the job that they did of not letting us get any type of easy flow going.
Guys, when they last week when you played them, they made 1 3-pointer, 17 attempts. Today they cannot make their first 3. Is that kind of an moment for you? While we got to get it going here. Either one of you.
You want to direct that towards me?
Like coach said, every team we play, they come at us with everything they got. So Westchester yesterday, they came out strong, and we were able to get the punch and come back after 4 or 5 minutes. And I just think tonight we didn't get that rhythm. We weren't able to get into our offense, and we weren't able to get a couple stops in a row. So, like Coach said, Mercyhurst did a great job at not letting us get in our rhythm.
Dante, defensively, were they doing anything differently this time than they'd done in the past, or was it all pretty much just them doing what they do?
No, they played pretty similarly. They try to take you out of a lot of things, and they switch. And I don't know, if you're not making plays for other people, you do a great job of that tonight. Getting open shots, it's hard to get a rhythm on offense.
How hard is this sitting here end of the season after 30 wins after 4 years?
It's difficult. I don't think it's really hit me completely that I'm never going to play a college basketball game again. But made some really great relationships with all the guys on the team last 4 years, guys that are here now, other seniors. So I mean, I can't be mad with the 4 years.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard moment right now. But when you put it into perspective and you think about all the teammates, all the great teammates that I've had during these past 4 years, all the great coaches that I've had during these past 4 years, Coach, he's been great for me, and I'm just grateful for this opportunity. And right now it hurts, but in a year, 2 years, 10 years, I'm just gonna look at this moment and think these were the best 4 years of my life. So right now it hurts, but looking forward, I'm sure I'm gonna learn a lot from this, and it's gonna be something to learn from.
Coach, same thing with these two guys sitting beside you.
Is it
How
hard?
Is it? Yeah, how hard is it?
Well, it's like, the train's coming and eventually it's gonna be over, even if we won a national championship, okay? But you can't stop the train because time moves on. I was good for in the locker room. I was good for 20 minutes, Tony. You had to push the
I was
button.
gonna get you, Coach.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You win. The others, Tony's a good friend, okay? So, but, the emotions are real. Yeah, yeah, there's sadness there, but, I'm gonna be just thankful, okay? It's hard to stay sad when you're thankful, okay? When you have a heart of gratitude and just look at it say, just stop and say, what? Yeah, we wanted to win it all, but geez, oh man, what great moments that we had throughout this year. What blessings that we had, okay? And I just want to give glory to God and be thankful for all the positives and gifts which these two are, rather than say, man, I wish we could have made a few more shots. I wish we could have got a few more calls, okay? That's not really giving glory, okay? Being grateful, and as Kobo said the word grateful, that's one of the pillars of our program, and we have to live it. We have to live those pillars even when we're not, when life doesn't send us, give us the, bed of roses. And I certainly know I don't want one person in the world to feel disappointed for me or for our guys, okay? Their cup has runneth over many times over. So these guys here are, I think, two of the most fortunate guys in college basketball, with all the individual accomplishments they had, all the opportunities to win 100 games. And, I know when they both signed up 4 years ago, they couldn't have hoped for a whole lot more.
Anything else? Thank you.